Getting back to our breaking news at the top of the hour, JPSO deputies are on the scene of a homicide in Terrytown, and our partners at NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, report former pro football player Joe McKnight was shot in the middle of the street.
Ryan Knockin is live on the scene of Berman Highway at Holmes Boulevard. Ryan, what else have you learned?
We've got little information from the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office since we last told you, but again, we'll show you the scene right now here at the intersection of Holmes Boulevard and Berman Highway. The coroner's van just showed up right now, and again, our partners at NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, they have confirmed with family members who are here on the scene that this was in fact Joe McKnight, who was shot and killed in the middle of Berman Highway at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. What we're told from witnesses is that there was some kind of altercation, some kind of verbal disagreement, and then they say that the two men were in the street, and that's when they say one of the men shot and killed the other, who are now told by our partners at NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, is Joe McKnight. And just to give a little background on Joe McKnight, we've got our own Sean Fazan here. And Sean, highly touted player coming out of this area. What can you talk to me about it?
Well, we know the legacy of John Curtis High School. John Curtis High School has put out many of great athletes. It's one of the best programs in Louisiana, if not the best high school football program in Louisiana. Joe McKnight was right at the top of the list in terms of some of the best football players to ever come out of John Curtis Christian School. I know he was a guy that had a very strong connection to his head coach, J.T. Curtis. He was a guy that went on to USC and eventually got drafted by the New York Jets, went on to play with the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe was playing in the CFL at this current time before reported tragedy here today. So Joe McKnight was, in a state that's produced a lot of high school football players, he was one of the best.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. And again, we're getting that confirmation from our partners at NOLA.com, Times-Picayune. We'll be able to confirm that to you as soon as we can talk to the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office. But again, just to look at the scene, 2 lanes of Berman Highway are shut down right now. They're getting a lot of the traffic to go around this scene. This scene has been active for the last hour or so. And again, this happened right in the middle of the day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, where many people were here. Many witnesses saw what happened, and we're even told that there's some video after the incident and some video of the possible shooter. Those will come out later. We'll try to get those to you later, and as soon as we can get some more hard information and give it to you, we will right here on Fox 8 News. But for now, that is the very latest in Jefferson Parish. Ryan Knockin, Fox 8 News. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot there, Brian. Juan Kincaid has more now on reaction to this stunning news, the death of Joe McKnight.
Joe McKnight, the football player, was a local high school standout. He continues to be a player that we're going to remember for a long time. But you think about his career over the course of his life. You talked about he was an all-state performer for Curtis, leading them to multiple state titles. And as they won, his status grew. He was a 5-star recruit that ended up playing collegiately at Southern Cal. From there, he went on to the NFL, going in the 4th round to the New York Jets, where he was used at running back and eventually as a cornerback. He'd spend 3 seasons there before moving on to the Kansas City Chiefs. He just wrapped up his first season in the Canadian Football League with the Saskatchewan Roughriders. McKnight's playing career actually began at Curtis and ended after just 1 season in the CFL, 4 total years spent in the NFL. He's with the Jets and the Chiefs, and 2 more seasons in the CFL, Edmonton and Saskatchewan. This afternoon, another West Banker, Tyrann Mathieu, tweeted this: "Damn, R.I.P. Joe McKnight, killed in his own city. Hashtag 504 Boys for Life." When McKnight came out of John Curtis, he was expected to go play for LSU and Les Miles, but a signing day change of heart saw him end up with the Trojans. Joe McKnight was just 28 years old.